Hey there, real estate friends. I'm Brian Moses, founder of Real Estate Training Breakthroughs, customized coaching and seminars, and I'm excited that you're here to join me for a quick little real estate tip. You know, sometimes it's not about knowing more. Knowledge is not power, it's the application of knowledge that's power. And a good friend of mine and mentor, Tony Robbins, many years ago told me that the most important real estate space that we need to manage is the 4 inches between our ears. So today I want to talk with you about a breakthrough, having a breakthrough in your career, in your life. Now, in order to have them, we need to know how to define them. We need to know what a breakthrough is. So breakthrough is defined as a moment in time when suddenly the impossible becomes possible and you act on it. Now, I know you're probably skeptical, especially if you don't know me. I am not here to sell anything. There's nothing to buy. There's no pitch. I'm here solely to add value. I want you to understand that breakthroughs come in many ways. You can have insights, an aha moment, a moment of truth, a moment where you thought something was real and it wasn't, a moment where you're excited, a moment where you're angry, where you're pissed off enough, where you finally take action and do something that changes your life forever. It could be a shift in your beliefs. A belief is nothing more than a feeling of certainty. So having a breakthrough could just be a shift in your belief. You know, I had lots of disempowering beliefs early on in my real estate career. I believed that buyers were liars, and I didn't take responsibility for my own actions. Buyers aren't liars. We just need to improve our skills. That's a much different framework, a much different belief. When a buyer calls you and says they want to see the house, my belief used to be that they wanted to see that house. And my belief today is that they don't want to see that house. Both of those beliefs will change the trajectory of your life forever and ever. You know, a breakthrough can come from a new strategy. It can come from inspiration. It can come from a conversation or a new experience. It could come from reaching a threshold, as it did in my case. You know, when I owed the IRS more than $50,000 in back taxes, 1990, 91, 92, 93, 94, they go, Brian, where have you been? You haven't paid any taxes. You haven't even filed. Well, they levied my bank accounts. They seized my assets. They levied my commissions with my real estate broker. And in that moment, I hit threshold. I said, no more. This is never going to happen again. That crisis created a breakthrough. And lastly, you can have a breakthrough by creation, by raising your standards, simply choosing to have or desire a better life. You make a decision. Decisions change your life. You know, no more, I'm done. Have you ever been in a dysfunctional relationship and you say, enough of this shit, I'm out? That decision changes your life. Or the decision to stay can change your life adversely, right? So one way to get stronger, to have a breakthrough, is to push yourself beyond your limits, your limitations. And you'll astonish yourself as someone who never thought that was possible, but then you did it. You know, crisis, tragedy, can be your best friend. We don't have breakthroughs when things are easy. When crisis occurs, get excited. It's tough to do because when you're going through the shitstorm, it doesn't feel good. But know that huge opportunity is on the other side. It's around the corner. Failures in life, crises, they're the biggest gifts because they force you to ponder. They force you to think. And most people will get over their fears when they have something bigger to fear. See, I was afraid of the IRS until I was really afraid of the IRS, if you know what I mean. So let me share with you, there's 5 processes of creating breakthroughs. If you know what they are, you can have more of them. And as my buddy Tony Robbins says, men, you too can have multiple breakthroughs. Kind of funny. So the 5 processes, the 5 ways to create breakthroughs. One is get satiated. It's a combination of satisfaction and dissatisfaction. It's a combination of appreciating where you are, but being dissatisfied with where you are. Meaning you're grateful for the good that's in your life, but you know that there's better, and better can be created, and better is within you. So that's the first one. Get satiated, get fed up. The second is dissatisfaction. when the very thing that used to reward you no longer does. So let me give you an example of that. You used to do an open house and nothing came of it, but you were satisfied because you were doing something. Well, when that no longer satisfies you, that's an opportunity for a breakthrough. When you get pissed off and go, you know what, this is a complete waste of time. Inactivity alone is not the strategy or the recipe for success. Folks, when you recognize that it's not about doing more, many of you work really hard and do a lot, but when you get pissed off and dissatisfied with the shit that isn't working, that's an opportunity for a breakthrough. Number 3, the third process for a breakthrough. When you get to emotional threshold, when I mean you are at the breaking point, you can have a breakthrough. The fourth is a moment of insight. And I'm going to offer you an opportunity to come to a class with me, and I'm going to give you many, many insights. We're going to do a class on the listing presentation, and I'm going to show you everything I do from the moment that I qualify the prospect over the phone to the moment that I leave with the listing. There will be dozens and dozens of insights, epiphanies, breakthroughs all along the way. Holy shit, I never thought to do that. Oh my God, if I would have done that the last time, I would have got the listing. Oh my God, if I would have said that, I wouldn't have had to cut my commission. I'm going to give you insight after insight because I want to make a difference in your life. I've had many great breakthroughs thanks to many people that I look up to. I'd love to be one of those people in your life that you look up to down the road. You go, man, that guy Brian, he made a difference. The fifth process of creating a breakthrough is when you claim a new identity. When you jump through and you take action, maybe you see yourself as a business owner instead of a real estate agent, or you see yourself as an entrepreneur or a visionary, or somebody who does something very differently than the masses. When you create a new identity, you can have a breakthrough. If you don't take action, then you need to start all over and go back to the beginning. And if you're the one that doesn't take action and you pass it by a few times, pretty soon you'll believe you can't. So action is very, very important, but you can take action by developing a new identity. Success has nothing to do with intelligence. I know a lot of very smart, intelligent people that are broke. So success has nothing to do with intelligence. The number one element of success is hunger, is drive. It's waking up every day and wanting it, going after it, having clearly defined goals. And there's no other option in life but to go after it and make those goals a reality. Progress equals happiness. When you're progressing, you're happy. You're either growing or you're dying. Progress makes you feel alive. How do I achieve progress? I read, I listen to podcasts, I'm on webinars, I'm going to seminars and conventions, I'm having breakthroughs and epiphanies all the time. Progress is everything in the game of life. And let me wrap up this free little tutorial with you on the psychology of having a breakthrough to let you know that breakthroughs come in 3 forms. I want you to be looking for them. They can be strategies. So when you do training with me, I'm going to give you strategies. I'm going to show you the right thing to do at the right time. If you do the right thing at the wrong time, catastrophic. Let me give you an example. If you're talking to a buyer who called on one of your listings and you start qualifying them, qualifying is the right thing to do, but it's not the first thing to do. It's like the 6th or 7th thing to do. The goal of the call is to get the appointment. So if you do the right thing at the wrong time, you're going to break rapport with the prospect. They don't want to hear your 800 questions. So we want to be more strategic in our approach to real estate. You can have massive breakthroughs when you change your strategies just a little bit. Doing the right thing at the wrong time and you're screwed. Number 2, breakthroughs come in letting go of a story that is limiting you or holding you back. We all have stories. We all have traumas. We all have wounds. We all have experiences that play over and over and over and over again in our head, and they limit us. In life, the truth of the matter is you either have the results you're looking for or you have a story. You have a story of why you can't reach your goal, why you didn't sell a house last month, why you're not one of the top agents in your office. You don't have the money, you don't have the resources, you don't have the time, you don't have the education, whatever it is, it's a story. When you change your story, you change your results. Why don't people lose weight? They have a story. Well, I got a medical condition. No, that's not the reality. The story is you're eating Doritos and chips all day long, and you're not exercising. It's a story. You can't make progress with a story that holds you back. If you have a lousy story, unfortunately, we tend to hold on to it because it becomes an excuse. Why would somebody stay in an abusive relationship? Because of the story. Well, the kids. I need to stay for the kids. You need to stay in an abusive relationship because of the kids? You want your kids to grow up and think that that's okay? That's a bullshit story. So when you change your story, you change your life. Now, I don't want you to feel that I'm insensitive. Many times the story is true, but it's important to realize it's not your limitation. And the third way that a breakthrough comes is in a significant change in your mental, emotional, or physiology or state, where you're open to new possibilities. When you say enough, when you look around and you realize that, hey, homes are being sold every month and you deserve more of them, that's the language of a gladiator. As you unleash the limiting story that was holding you back, your fear dissipates. And your fear doesn't dissipate until you decide and until you take action. When you do it enough times, you'll live for it, and it'll be a gift, and it'll be an addiction, and success will compound over and over and over again. Don't buy into other people's stories either, because they become yours. They're contagious. You are a sum product of the 5 people that you hang around with. So let me invite you to hang around with me. I've worked with Anthony Robbins for the last 20 years. He's been my coach. I've been to all of his seminars. I've read all his books. I've done all his cassettes. I have a good psychology. I'll see more opportunity and potential in you than you see in yourself. But don't take my word for it. Get some more of me. I'm going to do a free class on the listing presentation. Like I said, I'm going to outline everything I do to set myself up for success before I show up at the seller's house. That will blow your mind. Then I'm going to show you what I say when I walk in the door to eliminate the competition. That's right. In most cases, you're competing with someone else, right? So I want to eliminate the competition without disparaging the competition. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you the order and sequence, doing the right thing at the right time at the listing presentation, how to price the property competitively, how to get your full commission, how to get the signature signed, what your benefits are, and I'll lay it out step by step for you in this free listing class. So if you'd like to join us for the free listing class, all you have to do is go to brianmosesclass.com. BrianMoses class, CLASS.com. I think it'll be on your screen here. brianmosesclass.com, and you can watch me do my listing presentation, instruct you, give you breakthroughs, but your psychology had to be right first, so I wanted to give you this short little video. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's an opportunity for you to write comments below, please do so. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I'm looking forward to serving you now and in the future, and if there's ever anything we can do, you can email coaching@brianmoses.com or message us. But be sure to register for your free listing training class by going to brianmosesclass.com right now. Have a great day.